Good morning, everyone. Good evening, and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Desmos, and you're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-growth. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. So today's video, I'm going to talk about purpose. Of course, I know what it means waking up, and you just don't know what you want to do. You know what I mean? You just don't know what to do with yourself. You're just waking up, there's no plan. You're thinking about doing the same thing you did yesterday and the same thing you did last week and so on and so forth. And now you're thinking, what is the exact meaning of life? And what do you really want to do with yourself? You know what I mean? So because you're tired of the routine, you know what I mean? So when we're talking about purpose, we're talking about a person who wakes up each and every single morning and they're inspired to do something that is going to, first of all, help them become a better version of themselves. And secondly, also inspire other individuals around them, and at the same time, earning an income from that. Now, I want to share with you guys a short story. I woke up 3 years ago, approximately. This is August, so I woke up 3 years ago. And I remember, I was like, okay, so God, you have awakened me, so you've shown me everything. You've shown me what I've been dealing with. You've shown me the narcissist, I know everything. But what next? So my question was, what next? You know what I mean? And then I was like, for the next couple of months, thinking in my mind that I probably have to go out there and help somebody else. Because I knew in my heart, I knew in my soul, it was not about me. It was not only me. There were so many people all over the world. They were dealing with this kind of individuals, these toxic individuals. So I really needed to do something. You know what I mean? And then eventually, those days, the only thing I had was my phone. The only thing I had, ladies and gentlemen, was my phone. So one damn day, I'm looking at my phone. I was scrolling through Facebook. Then I'm thinking, I'm seeing these people making videos all over the place, you know, there's like videos popping here and there, this and that. Then I was like, actually, since I've got this little following on Facebook, what I can do now, I can start to inspire people on Facebook. You know what I mean? So I got that intuition, that inspiration to start talking with people on Facebook. But for me, the whole thing was like talking about relationships, because I was not yet really sure that if I really want to talk about narcissism. You know what I mean? Because I was extremely overwhelmed and scared talking about narcissistic abuse. So I had to find a way to share that story in a little bit of a softer way, in a softer way of sharing my story online. And guys, while I was doing that video in those days, that's when the first person came to me. I used to do live videos in that time. So the first person got to me. There was a person who used to watch my videos. There's one follower from Malaysia. I got the first follower follow me, and they got back to me in my messenger, in my inbox. They told me that actually there is something that I had mentioned in my videos. It was actually very much resonating with their story. I had mentioned something in my videos. In those videos I used to make in that time, it was I used to do Facebook. I had mentioned something that actually it was resonating with their story, and they were also going through that similar thing. And guys, from that day forward, we developed some kind of a connection together. You know what I mean? But you see, the thing is, from that day, I was like, okay, so since I've talked about this thing and somebody has already resonated with that story, that means that actually there's other people out there who want to listen to that same story that I'm talking about. And guys, over the years, over the months, the next couple of months, I took off. I started my YouTube channel. And since then, I've never looked back. You see, when you're talking about purpose, you're talking about that thing that actually scares you. It scares the hell out of you. Guys, let me tell you something. When you want to talk about purpose, something what they call life purpose, you're going to challenge yourself to do something that extremely scares you. It extremely terrifies you. It's like when you're doing it, you feel like very, very uncomfortable. It's like even in your soul, within the depth of the soul, it is already making you uncomfortable. So you are challenging your soul to the max. When you have something in your mind, in your soul, that is pushing you out of your comfort zone and is making you do something that you've never done before, number one, you've never done before. And number two, it is scaring the hell out of you. You have got to know that the secret of the life purpose is behind that thing that you're thinking about. So the secret of finding your life purpose is doing that thing that you fear the most. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I was extremely terrified to talk about narcissism, because I didn't know how am I going to look to the entire world talking about something that they do not even understand. Because so many people around the world, I can guarantee you guys, billions, many people do not understand that they're dealing with narcissists. A lot of them, they're in relationships, they're in families, they're in situationships, and they are dealing with narcissists and they don't even know that. A lot of people, they are blind. They are literally blind. So I was thinking of that, how am I going to talk about, because I'd awakened that time from narcissism, from narcissistic abuse. And then I was thinking, how am I going to talk about something that even people do not understand? So I was extremely scared, number one. And secondly, I was also terrified about what is the audience going to think of me. You know what I mean? Because those days I had an audience, and I was thinking that I'm supposed to do things that my audience is supposed to accept. So it's like I had that thing on me that I would do something, and then I would get validation from it. Oh, my audience will think like this, they will like me more, they will do like this. So I was even worried about the way people will perceive me, and the way people are going to like me from there. Guys, let me tell you something. One of the most terrifying things to do is to wake up in the morning and talk about narcissistic abuse. It is very challenging. You don't think so? If anybody could do that, everybody would have a YouTube channel talking about narcissism. But you see, the thing is, let me tell you something. There's one secret you guys have got to know. The thing that you fear the most, I'm talking about narcissistic abuse. For a lot of you guys who are empaths on this channel, a lot of you guys are scared about these narcissists. I've told you people, those narcissists, they are empty souls. Number one, they're little babies. Number two, they are scared little chickens. So a lot of you want to believe that those individuals, they are more powerful than you. Because they have over the years tried to make you believe that there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? So they can just come around, do whatever they want to do and get away with it. And you're not going to talk about it because they do not want you to talk about it. Let me tell you something, chosen ones, empaths. The very moment you realize that there is something that is scaring you, you want to start your own YouTube channel, you're thinking about, what is my ex going to think? What is my dad going to think? What is my mother going to think? Who cares? Who cares what they think? When you start inspiring people and earning from your channel and making all these big moves, they're not going to be there anyway. And they're not going to be the ones who are paying you. It is not your brothers who are going to pay you. It is not your brothers who are going to support you. It is not your family that is going to support you. Guys, get out your camera, make your first video, do the first move. There is nothing you're scared about. A lot of those individuals you think that you're scared about, you're scared about them, those so-called narcissistic parents and the mothers and whatever it is, because you're worried about what they are going to think. You can ask yourself a question: when they were abusing you over the years, have they ever thought about you? Guys, I want to challenge you with the question. You have been with a narcissistic parent for 20 years. They have abused you all your entire life. You've been a scapegoat, a black sheep. When they have been abusing you over the years, did they ever think about you for one day? So why do you think that you're going to go out there and start thinking about them, instead of you following your heart and getting out your camera and starting talking about your story, or writing about your story, or narrating your story? Whichever way you can do to get your story out is very, very important. People, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very important to get your story out to the world. Let the people know, let the world know what has been your case. Do not be apologetic when you're doing something authentic. When you're talking about your story, you're talking about something real. So you don't have to be apologetic for being real. Let them talk. Let them say what they want to say. Let them do what they want to do. But you're going to grow from there. You're going to find your purpose along the journey. The secret in this video, what I'm trying to share with you guys, is that you're going to notice whenever you're trying to find a deeper meaning in life, you're trying to scratch around for purpose, you're trying to dig around for purpose, you're going to notice that you're scared to death. You are extremely terrified. Your mind is challenged in the way that you are now starting to believe in doing things that you have never done before. You have never thought about those kind of things. You are now starting to get out, become authentic, and do those things that you never thought you could do in your entire life. And that is exactly when your purpose is born. If I did not come out and face my fears, like in those days I was thinking, oh, my mother, what are they going to say? My father, what will she say? What will my brother say? What will my sister say? I was worried about their opinions. I was not worried about my own destiny. I was worried about their opinions. What are they going to say? What are they going to think of me? But guys, I can guarantee you 3 years down the road, I have superseded growth. I have grown in a way that they would never expect, and in a way that it has even shocked those entire people that I used to be worried about initially. You're going to outgrow people as you grow. Your purpose is going to send you away from people that you used to know. So you're going to also outgrow people. You have to remember, chosen ones, that you have got to know to face your fears and get out of the box. The miracles are not going to happen. I remember watching one of the comments back in the days. So there was this individual who was writing, oh, you know, the empaths, we have been suffering all our lives, you know. Where are the blessings? When are the blessings coming in? And then in my mind I was thinking that this individual, number one, it could be a narcissist. Number two, it could be a person who is very, very deeply wounded and they are very, very much into pain. And now they are coming around and projecting their pain on my channel. Where our blessing is going to come from? Oh, all our times we have been suffering with narcissists. What, this and this? When is God going to remember us? Now I was thinking this in my mind. Actually, I removed that comment because normally I do not accept negativity on my channel. So when I see those kind of negative comments and things like that, I just remove them straight away because they are spreading negative energy. So I take them off my channel straight away and I block them. I remove those kind of comments. But guys, let me tell you something. The miracles and the blessings, they will never find you in your comfort zone. The only thing that is going to find you in your comfort zone, it is the job that you're doing, that 9 to 5. It is the only thing that is going to bless you in your comfort zone. But if you're looking at growth and superseding growth and getting out of the bubble and the box, you're going to do something and get out of your comfort zone. So if you're talking about blessings and miracles, or when is God going to bless us and this and this, how is God going to bless you on something that you've not even started? When is God going to bless you, and how is God going to bless you when you've not even started anything? You've not even created a path. There's no path visible that this is where I want to go. Okay, dear God, that's what I want to do. This is where I want to go. Stand behind me, protect me. Let me walk with faith and let me do this. You have not even started anything, and you're asking for blessings. So what is the blessings going to come from when you've not even put in the work? People, purpose comes in so many ways. I'm not saying that each and every one of you has got to go out there and open up a YouTube channel. I do not tell you that you should all go out there and start a YouTube channel, do this and this. No, guys. There is so many things you can do. You can get out a pen and a paper. You can start writing a book. If you have got a laptop, start writing something. Find a way to share your story and your experience with people out there, with the entire world out there. Because let me tell you something. Purpose is about inspiring the other individuals around you. So you have got a story that they want to know, they want to hear about. Write a book. It can take years. Don't think about the short term. Think about the long term. You may even sometimes write a book for a whole year. The entire year, you're doing your 9 to 5, but on the weekend, you're getting out your laptop and you're writing one story, one sentence at a time. Believe me, guys, at the end of the year, you're going to have a full book. And before you know it, your book is going to be published. So do not be worried about starting something. Do not be worried about those things that challenge you. Purpose is supposed to challenge you. Purpose is going to challenge you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If I did not get challenged back in the days 3 years ago, I would not be here today talking to you. I had to face those fears. Guys, it was very challenging, extremely challenging. You know, extremely challenging. So I had to know that there is people who are going to misunderstand me. There is people who will hate me, because when you start in those kind of things, those very, very big journeys, you're also going to see people around you, they will start to hate you for nothing, because you're moving a different direction that is not familiar to them. You're moving in a direction that is not familiar to them. So they will start to hate you, they will dislike you, they will misunderstand you, they will talk about you, they will gossip about you. Who cares? They can continue to talk, and you're going to continue to grow. That's how it works. So the secret in this video that I'm sharing with you, empaths out there, for the most of you guys will be talking about purpose. How can I find my purpose? When can I do this and that? No, guys, let me tell you something. The purpose is within your soul. But the problem is, the ego is telling you that there's things you cannot do. Or don't talk about that because daddy will be angry. Don't do this because mommy will be angry. Oh, what will your family think? What will your children think? Who cares? Get out of your bed in the morning. Do that. Challenge yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Guys, I can guarantee you within minutes, when you will be able to face your fears, and to face your fears and those things that you've never wish you can do, and now you can start to do those things, you challenge yourself to do those things, guys, you're going to experience the growth you never thought about in your entire life. And that is when you're going to discover your purpose. And you're going to move towards the best version of yourself. You're going to supersede and outgrow so many people around you, and you're going to become the best version of yourself. The secret number 1, face your fears. Number 2, do not care what people think. They will talk about you, they will mock you, they will laugh at you. Who cares? Just keep on going. Number 3, you put in the work. There's nothing is going to come on a silver plate, on a golden plate. You're going to go out there and put in the work. God is not going to come around and bless you when you're sleeping in your bed. God is not going to come and bless you when you're sitting in your sofas watching Netflix. God is going to start blessing you when you get out and put in the work and make the big moves. That is when you're going to see the blessings coming in. You're going to be able to become the best version of yourself, and you're going to walk a life with purpose. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below, guys. I know I may not really have explained everything to the details, but if you're a person out there, you're dealing with things like that, you want to find your purpose, get to me, guys. You can do a session with me. You know what I mean? And until then, it's been lovely to have you guys on board. I'll catch you in my next one. Donate and support this channel if you want to. Desmond signing out. Till my next one. Peace.